Hello children, welcome to Math Path. In our path, today we are going to learn with interesting topic, probability. Okay, so what do you mean by probability? Is it a chance or is it a prediction? So probability is a mathematical measurement of uncertainty. Okay, sometimes when we go out and we don't carry our umbrella and suddenly it rains, so unpredictable. The climate is now so unpredictable. So probability is a mathematical measurement of uncertainty, right? And to find the probability, we use the formula probability of an event is equal to number of favorable outcomes divided by total possible outcomes. Okay, let's understand how to find the probability. Okay, for example, now what do you see here in this bag? A soccer balls. Suppose if I have to choose one ball at random, okay, I have to choose one ball at random. What is the probability that I get a soccer ball? Yes, all of the balls are soccer balls. So my probability to get a soccer ball is going to be 1 because it will be number of soccer balls divided by total number of balls. And definitely if there are 8 soccer balls, 8 upon 8, it is going to be 1. So this type of an event is called sure event or certain event, and probability of sure event is always 1. Okay. Now, in the same bag, if I have to choose one ball at random, what is the probability that I get a basketball? Is there any basketball over here? No. So the probability of getting a basketball will be 0. 0 upon whatever number of soccer balls are there. So this type of event is called an impossible event. Okay. And the probability of impossible event is always 0. Okay. Now look at this diagram. Impossible event, we have seen it is the probability is 0. A dice, a fair die, when it is rolled, it has 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 to land, the chances, the probability is going to be 1 by 6. So 1 by 6 means very unlikely. So this type of outcomes, they are called unlikely outcomes. Suppose you toss a coin. A coin has a head and tail. So probability of getting a head is going to be 1 by 2, as well as probability of getting a tail is going to be 1 by 2. So this is called an even chance. So head and tail are even chance, have even chance of happening. That is why it is said that tossing a coin is the best way to start a game. Okay. Now, if your bag has some balls, you can see here there are 4 blue balls, but 1 red ball. So probability of getting a blue ball will be definitely more. It will be 4 by 5. So this type of event is called likely event or likely outcome, right? And certain, as I said, just now we have seen a soccer ball with a soccer bag with a soccer balls. Such events are called certain events, and probability of certain event or sure event is always 1. So what do you see from this diagram? What is the range of the probability? So the probability of an event always lies between 0 and 1. Okay. Then if the probability of getting a blue ball is 4 by 5, the probability of getting a red ball is 1 by 5, right? So 4 by 5 plus 1 by 5 is 5 by 5, which is 1. So sum of the probabilities of elementary events is 1. Another thing, if I'm getting a probability of getting a blue ball is 4 by 5, then probability of not getting a blue ball will be 1 minus 4 by 5, which is going to be 1 by 5, right? So this is how the probability of an event plus probability of not an event is always 1. Clear, children? Okay, let's take up a question. We all like to go and spin in the, you can say, wherever there are melas or some casinos. We like to play this game. A circular board is divided into 8 colored sections. When the arrow is spun, it is equally likely to stop in any of these 8 sections. So find the probability that it lands on a green section. So how many green sections are there? 1. And what are the total number of sections over here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the probability that it lands on green section will be 1 upon 8. Favorable outcomes divided by total possible outcomes. Next question. What is the probability of getting a blue section? So how many blues are there? 3. 3 upon 8 will be the probability of getting a blue section. What is the probability of getting a red section? Count how many reds are there? Yes. So it is 4 upon 8, which is 1 by 2. So probability of getting a red section, we can say that it is an even chance. Okay. Or you can say that it is equally likely outcomes. Then probability of yellow section. Is there any yellow section here? No. So probably this is an impossible event. So probability of getting a yellow section is going to be 0. Right, children? Now let us take up a question. Here you are given the number cards and one of the 8 card is chosen at random. There are 8 cards. Each one there is a letter written MULTITLE. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 cards. So what is the probability that the letter on the card is I? So how many I letters with I card are there here? Only 1. So probability of having a card with I is 1 by 8. Okay. The probability that the card is L. How many cards with L? 1 and 2. So the probability of getting a card with L is 2 by 8, which is 1 by 4. Probability of getting Q. Is there any card with Q? Yes. Tell me, what will be the probability? Yeah, it will be 0 because there is no card with Q. This is an impossible event. The probability that card is not P. Now, just now we have seen that probability of an event plus not an event is 1. So if it is not P, if for P is 1 by 8, then not P is going to be 7 by 8. 1 minus 1 by 8 or rest all you will count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 other than P. So it is going to be 7 by 8. And the probability that the letter on the card is not B. Okay, not B. So is there any card with B? No. So not B means this will be all these possible outcomes are there. So it is not B. Please read the question carefully. The letter on the card is not B. So this is a sure event. So the probability is going to be 1. So except B, anything can come. So it could be M, it could be U, it could be L, whatever. So not B, the probability is going to be 1. Okay, let's take up another question here, children. Here you are given some 9 cards and there are some numbers written on them. You are asked to choose one card at random. Find the probability that the card which you choose is having an even number. So what all even numbers are here? Yes, 16, 18, 20 and 22. How many even numbers are there? 4. 4 out of 9. So the probability is 4 by 9. Find the probability that the card has a multiple of 3. Come on. What are the multiples of 3? Yes, 15, 18 and 21. There are 3 multiples. So 3 out of 9. So 3 by 9, which is 1 by 3. The probability that the card is a factor of 60. So find the factors of 60. Come on. So the factors of 60 are 15 and 20. Only 2. So 2 by 9. Okay. So 2 by 9 cannot be simplified further. Find the probability that the card is a prime number. So find out the prime numbers among these. Prime numbers are the numbers which have exactly 2 factors and they are 17, 19 and 23. So 3 upon 9 again, which is 1 by 3. Understood? Okay, one more. The number on the card is a square number. Square number is a number when it is multiplied to itself. Yeah, which is a square number? It's only 1, that is 16. So 1 upon 9. Got it? Okay. Let's have a game of cards. We know what type of cards are there. Okay. A game of card, it has actually 52 cards in total. So this is called as club. This is a diamond. And this is a heart. And this is a spade. Just remember, each type there are 13 cards. So what 13 cards are there? There will be an ace. Okay, then there will be 2 of heart. There will be 3 of heart, 4 of heart, 5 of heart, 6 of heart, 7 of heart, 8 of heart, 9 of heart, 10 of hearts. Then there will be king of hearts, queen of hearts and jack. King, queen and jack of hearts. That is how 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and 13. So each type of 13 cards. So 13 into 4, there will be 52 cards altogether. Okay. Among them, there will be 26 black cards. Okay, and there will be 26 red cards, remember. So which one will be the black cards? The cards which are of club and spade. And each card is unique. Each card is unique. None of the card is being repeated. So let us solve some of the problems on based on cards over here now. Now from well shuffled deck of cards, a card is drawn at random. What is the probability of getting? The first one, the card is a king. Okay, so how many kings are there? Each type of one king. So 4 kings. So probability will be 4 upon 52. On simplified, you get 1 by 13. What is the probability that the card is a face card? Now, which cards are called face cards? King, queen, and jack. Ace is not a face card. So king, queen, and jack are called face cards. So 3 into 4. There are 12 face cards, remember. Okay. So 3 of club, 3 of heart, 3 of spade, and 3 of diamond. So that is how the probability is going to be 12 upon 52, which is 3 by 13. 4 3s are 12 and 4 13s are 52. The probability that a card is black. Yes, just now I have told you there are total 26 black cards. So probability is 26 by 52, which is 1 by 2. And then the probability that the card is a queen of heart. Yes, and queen of heart, as I said, each is a unique. So the probability is going to be 1 upon 52. Got it? So there will be several questions based on cards, children. Sometimes it will be asked, some cards are being removed and kept aside. So then the total possible outcomes, you'll have to take that number after subtracting the cards which are removed. So it is interesting and easy. Just you should know what type of cards are there. You should know what are face cards, how many kings, how many jacks, how many queens all are there. Okay, now let us solve some question here. There are scores given 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, these are the scores on a biased six-sided die. Okay, a biased six-sided die, a biased and non-biased. Biased means when the frequency, okay, or the outcomes, the difference is more, then we call it as a biased, and when the difference is less, then we call it as not biased, right? So this is a biased six-sided die, and you are asked to find one unknown probability. As just now we have seen that the sum of the probabilities of this elementary events is always 1. So we find the value of x here. The sum of the probabilities of all possible outcomes is 1. We add them together. So 0.1 plus 0.3 is 0.4, 0.4 plus 0.1 is 0.5, 0.5 plus 0.2 is 0.7, 0.7 plus 0.1 is 0.8. So x plus 0.8 is 1. So x is equal to 1 minus 0.8, which is 0.2. Understood? Everybody? Okay. Let us solve some problems more. Find the probability of getting a score greater than 3. Now, greater than 3 means you'll have to add the probabilities of all of these. Probability of 4, 5, and 6. So, finding the probability, we will be adding the probability of getting 4, getting 5, and getting 6. 0.1 plus 0.2 is 0.3, and 0.3 plus 0.1 is 0.4. Got it? So let us solve some more problem again. Find the probability of not getting 6. So not getting 6, you will just subtract 0.1 from 1. So it is 1 minus 0.1, 1 minus probability of 6, which is 1 minus 0.1, that is 0.9. Okay. Okay. 2 unbiased six-sided dice are rolled. The scores are then added together. The possibility diagram below shows the possible outcomes. Wait, before I show the possibility diagram, when you are rolling a die, we show the sample space like this. So 1 could be the outcome, then it will be 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, and 1, 6. Okay, like that, this happens till 6, 1, 6, 2, and 6, 6. So this is called a sample space when two-sided. The total possible outcomes are going to be 36. So this here is the possibility diagram, and the scores are added together. So we add 1 plus 1, 2, like that. 1 plus 2, 3, and this is how we complete it. 1 plus 1, 2, 1 plus 2, 3, 1 plus 3, 4. So when we are adding actually this 1 plus 1, that is 2. 1 plus 2, that is 3. Okay. So the added one, this is the called possibility diagram. So the possibility, based on possibility diagram, now we are going to answer some questions. So here is a question for you. Use the possibility diagram to find the probability of obtaining a total score of 8 So where the total score is 8, let's highlight that. Yes. And how many possibilities are there for total score is 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So probability that the total score is 8 is going to be 5 by 36. One more question. Use the possibility diagram to find the probability of a total score less than 5. So less than 5 is 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So probability is going to be 6 upon 36, which is 1 by 6. Use the again same possibility diagram to find the probability that obtaining a total score which is even. Okay, all even numbers, let's highlight. And total there are 18 even numbers out of 36. So the probability is 1 by 2. Okay, use the possibility diagram to find the probability of obtaining at least 1 5. So when you are taking at least 1 5, we are talking of this outcome. This is actually 1 comma 5. Okay, and then it is added. So that means this is having 5. Same way when we are taking this particular outcome again, here everywhere it is going to be 5 comma 6. So these two lines are going to be included over there. So this is how let us highlight it. So the total possible outcomes are going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. So the probability is going to be 11 upon 36. Did you understand? At least 1 5. So there should be at least 1 5 out of the outcomes when the dice are rolled. Use the possibility diagram to find the probability of throwing a double. Now double means what, children? So like for example, this one will be double, 1 1. Okay. Then this is going to be 2 2. Okay. This is going to be 3 3. This will be 4 4. Okay. This is going to be, again, this is going to be 5 5. This is going to be 6 6. Okay. So let's highlight these all. So this is how these are the doubles. And how many of there are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 upon 36 is going to be the probability of throwing a double. On simplifying, we get this as 1 upon 6. Understood, children? If you like the video, please share with your friends. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.